Hi guys, welcome to Tuxin's World. So it's been quite a long time. I think it's been a month since I was posting, and you again. I said this in my another video, in 2021. So yeah, I know you're like being like, who's talking? She looks so different. So if you don't know who is this, you can go back to the 2021 video and see the girl. So I again cut my hair short. Like, remember the last time I cut it short, and like the last time. So yeah, I again did it. Tried a new look with bangs, super different. Yeah, so today we are talking about the Titanic ship, as you can see in the title. It's really a dark story, but even it's really fascinating. But yeah, really dark too. Okay, so what is the Titanic ship? The Titanic ship is one of the biggest ships in history, I guess, but even it's one of the darkest ships. So the thing was, the Titanic ship, once again, sunk in 1912. April 15 because of an iceberg at the Atlantic Ocean. So the thing was, there was so many reasons this can be avoided. There's like one huge reason this can be avoided, the ship thing. So actually, when the crew members, the captain was taking off the boat, the ship, he kicked out one of the crew members. I think it was the before captain. But yeah, that was a really bad decision, as the before captain had this key. Okay, this key could have really saved everybody inside it, and could have like caused a little bit, not big disaster. So the thing was, binoculars was a really big thing back in the day. People would use that to spot dangers from a mile away, and when they're on a ship, it's mostly used for ships to like spot something. So the thing was, the key had a chest to open which had the binoculars, but the before older crew member slash captain, I don't know, he actually forgot to like give the key, and forgot about the key to give it to the other crew members. So people like even like think about it now too. What would have been happening if the key was still there? What would have happened if they found the key, or like the thing was like they had the binoculars? Would this be avoided? Well, no one knows, I guess. So yeah. And the second fact about the Titanic was that there was the survivors. Like, today there's no survivors. There was a survivor before, but died in 2000 May, 2031st of May happened, like, so yeah. So there was this a popular actress back then, Dorothy Gibson. So the thing was, she survived the Titanic. Yeah, she's like the best remembered. Like, even till now, if you ask Google like who's Dorothy Gibson, it'll be like Dorothy Gibson is a survivor of Titanic and a popular actress, obviously. So yeah, so Dorothy Gibson was one of the survivors. So there was this director guy, I don't. So the thing was, Dorothy was best known even as like creating a motion movie based on the disaster. The director was like, come on, let's make a movie about the Titanic, and it was really traumatizing for Dorothy, as she had to go through the disaster all along again. So yeah, they made that movie, like they started filming the movie after the month the ship sank. So, and they finished the movie in 1 week, and when they released it, they did not get that much audience, as people were So people like they started getting so much backlash, and the thing was people felt so sorry and bad for Dorothy, as like they imagined how bad it would feel for Dorothy to go through it again. And the movie did not make it to the big charts actually, so it was a big sad no, because like people lost so many things. And there was this another thing, just the audacity. So people were like, the newspapers like coming, the newspapers like, everything's all right, everything's fine, everyone survived, yay, woohoo. The newspapers said that, and everyone got those newspapers. But then after the week they were delivered, it was like it was like everyone like died, there were no survivors. It was like the complete opposite, and people felt so bad and so sad. So like it was so upsetting for them, for the news to do this. But yeah, now fast forward to 100 years later. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's yeah, it's 100 years later. So fast forward to 100 years later to 2023. So there was I'm gonna look down because these names are really hard to memorize. Okay, so the thing was to go. So the thing was, there was this I'll tell you the name of the company's workers later in the loss. Like so there was this Titanic Research Inc. or something. So they were like doing like, come on, you can go down and visit the Titanic for 8 days, and it was like a 8 days trip. But the thing was, they costed quarter half of a million, which was $250,000. So these were like super expensive. Only 5 people made it to go down there. And the names of these people, I'm gonna look down, okay? So don't worry. So the name of the first person is Hamish Harding. So he was a chairman of Action Aviation. Yeah, Action Aviation. So he was a chairman, and he was like the sales thingy. So yeah. And next is this Shahzada Dawood. He was the vice chairman of Engro, a Pakistan energy investment company. And followed by Shahzada Dawood is his son, Suleiman Dawood, which is 19-year-old, a college student. So yeah, the son of Shahzada Dawood. Next is Paul Henry Narglet. So he was even known as Mr. Titanic. So for his expertise of the ship. He actually spent, fun fact, he actually spent 22 years in the French Navy, where he was eventually like ranked as commander. So he retired he retired from the Navy in 1986. And also 2 deep-sea submarines at the French Institute for Research and Exploration at the Sea. Okay. So yeah, he was like he saw these 2 submarines, so he thought that like he could send them down to like explore the Titanic, and he could make quite a few bucks. So yeah, in which was the wreckage, and he was the director of the underwater research for RMS Titanic Inc. I was right, a company dedicated to preserving the history of Titanic. Yeah, that was that thing. But the thing. So the thing was, there was this other guy called. He was also the Navy officer. So he was the professor of oceanology, which was like oceanology and maritime archaeology. I always forget that thing. Okay, and his name was Robert Ballard. I don't know if I'm like pronouncing that right, so I'm just gonna put it down. So yeah, he was also So yeah, he was also like known for his underwater shipwrecks researches. So these guys, but he did not go down. Robert Ballard did not go down. Okay. So the thing was, the other guys I told before, those two guys from Pakistan, and another guy, and another guy who was a French Navy thing, retired. So those five guys. I'm so sorry, I forgot about this one guy. I'm so sorry. The one guy who went down, died, perished, whatever you want to call it. I forgot that guy's name. So the guy's name is Stockton Rush. Really bad name if you're there, but his name was Stockton Rush. It's like Sugar Rush, but Stockton Rush, which is really weird. It's so cringe. I'm just so sorry, but with all due respect, sir, your name sucks. Find Stockton Rush or Sugar Rush. So that guy, I forgot his name. So that guy, and then the Suman Dawood from Pakistan, and his father, and Hamish Harding, and the guy who was the French Navy, Paul. Let's call him Paul. Hey, Paul. Paul Newton. No, it's not Paul Newton. It is right. Okay, fine. I saw that in some Alvin and Chipmunk thing. Fine. It doesn't matter. We're talking about death here, okay? So they were so foolish enough. They were like, hey, we got money. We're going to show the world what we can do. We're going to make some bucks. I mean, we're going to sell our bucks and see the Titanic ship. So we're going to be like billionaires, as we are a billionaire. We're going to put 1 million. The Pakistan guy has some really big nerves to spend $250,000. It's like almost 1 million. But yeah, so the guys, so what happened was they went down in that submarine. So they had exactly 8 oxygen cans and 1 oxygen can for 1 day, because it takes actually 5 days to go down. It takes 3 or 2 days to go down, 4 days to go down, and the other 4. So 8-day trip, it's gonna take you some 2 or 3 days to go down, or because it's like super deep, and yeah, you gotta be cruel for that Sugar Rush guy too. I just don't know, just have a grudge on him for some reason, because his name sucks. Okay, the Titanic killed him, but there are actually really creepy reasons behind the Titanic too. But they went down and they haven't returned on the 9th day, so people assume that they have just died, perished, dead. So that's all I could say. Sorry, I feel bad for the Paul guy, Sugar Rush, and Pakistan 2 guys. I feel really bad for them. 1 second. Like 1 sec. I actually 1 second. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna make this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, there was that other guy in the starting. He's just like, we just forgot about him. Sad. But yeah, so the submarine blasted into a gazillion pieces. The pieces were found on later on. So yeah. So the moral of the story is, don't show off. If any of you, my friends, hi, I can see you there. If you're seeing this, I am not trying to be sad. I don't even know if you'll make it to the end of the video, because I don't think you like history or anything. But if you do, I said my school friends, sorry guys, you guys are good. You subscribe to my channel, so it's good. Alright. But to my school friends, classmates, enemies, I am really sad for you guys. So yeah, to my classmates and my friends and my enemies, please just don't show off. This is a lesson for you, all of you. So I gotta like slow it down to sum it up. But yeah guys, so I hope you like this video, and there's actually plenty more secrets, dark secrets of the Titanic, and it's really so interesting and cool. But yeah, I don't know why, but actually the Titanic like could have been saved. Just like knowing that could have been saved, the key could have been saved. But yeah, so there was so yeah, I hope You have a good day. So bye guys, see you in my next video. And yeah, I hope you can have more conspiracies. There's actually million conspiracies of the Titanic ship alone. But yeah guys, I'll see you soon. Bye. See you in my next video. Like, share, subscribe.